I tried so hard to do so many things in such a short time, and they didn't work out. Hi, welcome back to Rain World. This is a weird moment for Rain World. Rain World started with a 12-hour stream, and now, like 4 months later, there is another 12-hour stream happening. This 12-hour stream was not for Rain World, but rather it is a grind fiction focused 12-hour. And it's a fundathon where they're being raised throughout the month. So each of these ticks is one of these 12 hours, as well as the goals that you see here. So these are being raised, and these rewards can be achieved. You can have a worm in the jar and stuff like that, but they will be fulfilled during the next 12 hours. The worm I'll do whenever, but the tattoo and the face makeup, that's Saturday. So for those of you watching the VOD, that's the reason these are there, because we're in the middle of a fundathon. But also, last session of Rain World, we finished the game. We got credits. And the ending, simply and frankly, didn't make sense. So Rain World is a story about, or more specifically, the Survivors version of Rain World, is a story about a small slugcat who got separated from their family and is now struggling to return to them, struggling to reach them. Throughout the game, this slugcat made some discoveries. Most notably, they discovered an android named 5 Pebbles and another named Looks to the Moon. These two androids informed this slugcat about the past and gave them, the ability to read. Or more likely, tune to specific frequencies that allow them to understand. Throughout the story, we encountered many monstrous creatures that wanted to do us in. We encountered eldritch beasts that are ghost echoes of the past. We encountered religious artifacts of the civilization that was here before, revealing that the world of Rain is post-apocalyptic. But we don't necessarily know more than that. We don't really know the history of the world. We don't know what necessarily did them in originally. We don't know what caused the androids to not be able to upkeep the world. We don't know why it's raining all the time. We don't know what a massive eldritch horror is. Because underneath the Earth's crust, there is a massive eldritch horror that looks awfully like an android, but isn't, that caused us to ascend. Even though we went down to ascend. We descended to ascend. We don't know. We have so many questions remain, and yet we don't know. And there isn't an alternate ending for the Survivor. The Ascension is the only way to really end the game until you play another playthrough. But the ending just brought more questions to a paragraph of questions that I didn't even know existed. So, with that, I was basically given the choice, right? Either I can continue playing as Survivor, and make our way to the 2 regions that we have yet to explore, the Pipeways and the Sky Islands. Or there are countless alternative characters that I could play, the Hunter, Gourmand, and the Artificer. There's also many others that I can't play. The Monk is just easy mode. But out of these 3, I'm given the choice to play one of these. So it's either I play one of these, or I continue exploring the region as Survivor, and call it after we explore that region. Now, it's been a bit of a battle within myself of what direction I want to go with that. I am going to be extremely open with where my mind is at. For things that are going on in my mind that I don't want to discuss quite yet, I want to continue the series that we've been doing desperately. I want to continue playing Alan Wake and the Remedy games, the Zelda series, and finish off Mother. I want to be doing that. I very, very much want to continue these series and move forward with them. But I also don't feel like I'm done with Rain World. And I don't think continuing Survivor for these last 2 regions is going to fulfill the knowledge gap that I have. So I am given the choice to either rush Rain World so that I can move on, or continue with Rain World and push back those series even further, likely until the end of May, when the Fundathon stuff's over. Now, I do not like rushing video games. I think that I have the opinion that video games are meant to be played, not finished. So I do not like rushing games. So, I think I am going to do another playthrough. Now, you can see that this playthrough took 40 hours. A second playthrough is probably going to take a third of that, I would assume. Probably going to take about 15 hours, give or take, for a single playthrough of one of these other characters, because they're the same map that I've already explored. That was weird. They're the same map that I've already explored. So, these each will probably take 15 hours, right? Now, then it comes up to you. Chat, should I play as the Gourmand or the Artificer? The Artificer, I'm going to have to kill... I already know this. The Artificer, I'm going to have to kill scavengers. Those are like the tribal tradesmen. I will have to go kill scavengers. The Gourmand, I believe, just needs to eat specific food. Would you rather watch me play the Gourmand right now, where I'm going to go through and basically have a culinary adventure, or the Artificer, where I'm going to be at war for the next 15 hours? Seems like most are saying Gourmand right now. So we're going to start a second playthrough, and we're going to play Gourmand. And we're going to explore the world as Gourmand. And this is going to be more of an exploratory version of the Survivor. I'm going to be looking for things that I've missed. And bringing those little pearl charm things into places for safekeeping so that I can bring them to Looks to the Moon and read. But with that, because we are now moving on from Survivor, we are now technically done with the game. So, I will review the game. I will review the game and give my review that looks weird. Based off of Survivor. Based off of my experience with Survivor, the base game. Because now we are into Downpour content, which is a DLC. Here, let me hide this. Boop. So I will review the game. This is a weird thing, because usually the reviews are at the end of the VOD of the stream. Now it's at the beginning of the stream, right? So I will review Rain World as was. Okay? And then, like all DLCs that we play on the channel for every video game, the DLCs each, which in this case would be each individual slugcat, and later the Watcher, each of these have the ability to move it up one level or down one level. So like, let's say, just for an example, I'm not saying I'm giving it this. Let's say I gave this game a 5, right? And we finished the Gourmand playthrough. It could go up one level to a 6, or it could go down one level to a 4 based off of my experience with Gourmand. Does that make sense? Then later, if I'm like, oh, I want to play the Hunter also has that same ability of, let's say it's now a 6, it has the ability to move it up to a 7 or down back to a 5, right? Every DLC has the ability to move it up or down one level, but so far, nothing has had the ability to move it up 2 levels or 2 levels down. It's always been one level. I'm not setting a rule for myself that that's not possible, but it's not likely. But that's how DLCs work, okay? So this is a review based off of just my experience with Survivor, okay? I think that Rain World is actual torture to play. I think that I need music. I think that Rain World is actual torture to play. I've had people in my chat, because a cool thing about this being a Metroidvania game is that a lot of people watch it because they want to see people's first experience of it. So I've had many people come into my stream just for Rain World and watching Rain World, right? And that's really cool. I like that a lot. I like seeing people so passionate about anything, really. I love hearing people's passions, but I love hearing people's passion about this game and this world specifically. I think that's really, really cool that so many people care about this game as much as they do. I'm going to make some of them upset right now. I think, personally, that Rain World is incredibly difficult, and I understand that wasn't the developer's intention. People have said that multiple times. I don't fucking care. Death of the author, the game is fucking difficult. This game is fucking hard. The world being random in the way that it is, and I understand it's not true random, but the world being random in it as it is, the other characters in the world not necessarily being programmed for me and instead just being programmed to exist, makes this game incredibly, incredibly, incredibly difficult, to a degree that sometimes it feels legitimately unfair, because it is. Sometimes this game feels like I am in a situation that is not surpassable by any means, and I understand sometimes it is, but it's a Metroidvania. I don't have the knowledge to surpass it, and the game isn't very forward-facing with a lot of that knowledge, so in turn, the difficulty compounds on top of itself to make the player experience, especially early on, straight up torture. Regardless of the score that I give it, which is certainly going to be yellow or green, I don't think I can legitimately recommend this game to anybody. I don't think that this game is a video game that I can say to literally anybody that they should play this. This is not a recommendable video game, because you have to put yourself through so much to even experience the game at all. And I don't think these other playthroughs are going to change that. I think that this game is insane. And I wouldn't recommend people play Monk because that's not necessarily the intended experience, and Monk is the easy mode. So it's like, I don't think I can recommend this game. And that really sucks, because even though this game is legitimate torture, even though there are moments of this game that make me so legitimately frustrated, and I am not a person that is easily frustrated. It is so rarely that I get genuinely frustrated at anything. I am incredibly patient, sometimes to a stubborn level. In this game, sometimes has managed to break through that and make me legitimately frustrated and upset at what I'm experiencing. Because this game is insane. This game, Rain World, is the hardest video game I've ever played that isn't rage baity, like a Getting Over It or a Baby Steps or a Only Up, a Jump King, nothing like that. Outside of games like that, which are legitimately rage baiting games, this game is the hardest video game that I've ever played. And I've played a lot of hard video games. I've beaten all of FromSoft's bullshit. I've beaten many recursive games outside of that, like the Hollow Knights, including all of the DLCs. I've played a lot of incredibly difficult games. Rain World is the hardest one. I have never played a game harder than this. And because of that, and because of the unfair nature of that difficulty, I, again, don't think I can recommend this to anybody. And if anybody was like, I want to play Rain World, it is immediately going to receive a, are you sure? From me, because of the level of difficulty that this game has. This game is not playable by most people because of that difficulty level. Be that because of an accessibility issue that restrains them from being able to experience this game. Be that because of the not wanting to fucking put yourself into the cock and ball torture directly after a hard day's work. Dwarf Fortress is a different kind of difficulty. I would call this more difficult than Dwarf Fortress, but Dwarf Fortress is kind of not really a video game. It's a whole different thing. Anyways, I don't think I can recommend this game to anybody. And anybody that said that they want to play it, it's going to receive an asterisk from me of being like, are you sure you want to put yourself through that? Because this game is fucking wild. However, the absolute dopamine hit from making a discovery in this game is fucking crazy. Making a discovery in this game, learning something about the world, about your movement, about the story, about the characters and their interactions is so fucking amazing. Figuring out the way that an enemy works just because of how they're moving is so fucking fun. And that isn't possible without that difficulty level. Those kinds of discoveries are not possible if the game was not formed in the way that it is. And because I am me, who I legitimately fear might be a masochist to some degree, and it's part of myself that I don't really want to explore. I've been having a great time with this video game. This video game has been such a genuine blast to play. And it has taken a while to get there. Like, you can see that it says that I'm, hang on. You can see that it says I'm 40 hours in just about. It took maybe 15 hours to get there. So like a little under half of that, right? Of that time to get there. But after I discovered 5 Pebbles and started to get more into the sci-fi elements of the game and learning more about that kind of stuff, which I've been hungering for and the game hasn't necessarily given me, I I've been having a great time. This game is, with all of that being said, this game is fucking fantastic. This is a great video game. And I still, to this point, am hungering for more. I want to know more about this world. I want to know more about what's going on in it. I want to know what happened. I want to know what is going on with these androids and who they are and what they're doing. I want to know so much more about all of this. And the game didn't give that to me. I said during the last session, but I'll repeat, the ending of this game felt like a legitimate punch to the gut. Because I have all of these questions, right? Like let's imagine. Hang on, this thing popped down again. Like it's like I have a piece of paper, right? Right. And on this piece of paper, there's like multiple questions. What happened to humanity? Or you know what the stand-in of humanity, and in turn, what were they? Why were they worshipping what they were worshipping, and what is the thing that they're worshipping? Why is it always raining? Why are the lizards the way that they are? What happened to all of these robots where one seemingly committed suicide? What are even the slugcats? What made them? What is going on with them? Like, so on and so forth. So many random little questions that have been asked throughout the game, right? And how it feels is that I had this page of questions, and I beat the game, and I got the ending. The credits rolled. It's like if there was another piece of paper entirely with one single question on it, and it's in relation to the ending and what that was. So, like, it made me feel like a punch in the gut, because I have all of those questions. And on top of that, I said this last time too, it feels like I have part of the puzzle being like up here and maybe like a little bit down here, right? Of the jigsaw puzzle, right? I have these parts solved, but there's all of this that I don't, right? And the ending could have answered anything in here. The ending could have answered anything on this page, or at the very least added another question to the end of the page. Instead, it brought an entirely different page with a question that I didn't know I should have been asking. On one hand, that's pretty cool. On one hand, I love that there's that much depth to it. On the other hand, it felt like a massive punch in the gut to receive an ending that felt like it came out of nowhere. To receive an ending that felt so disconnected and unrelated to everything that I've experienced so far, both thematically and story-wise. It felt so out of nowhere, out of the blue, and it just didn't feel good for that to be the ending. Yes, I hear you, Maker. All the more to explore. Yes, I agree. That's the ending of the game. It feels bad for that to be the ending to a 40-hour-long adventure because it was so unrelated and nothing in relation to everything that I just did. It's like I walked into a Burger King and they gave me a taco. I didn't even know that was a possibility. Also, wasn't craving this. I'll eat it. Wasn't craving this. So it's like, that's how it feels. Because it's the ending of the game. If it was just something that happened at some point, it would be whatever. Awesome. More to explore, like you said. More to learn. A question that could be answered somewhere else. But it was the end of the game. And it was completely unrelated to everything I've done. I do not like that ending. I want to like that ending. I want to continue exploring in other playthroughs. Excuse me. I want to continue exploring through other playthroughs. I want to learn. But, as is, that was not a fun thing to get. Did you get the other Survivor ending? You can't get the other Survivor ending without playing another playthrough. So I have to do another playthrough to get the Survivor ending. All in all, this, because it's the ending, sorry, I'll do a different color. Because it's the ending of the game, has unfortunately soured the whole thing. It is like the last 2 seasons of Game of Thrones. The previous 6 were some of the best episodes of television ever. But the last 2 seasons fell flat, especially the latter half of the last. And in turn, the entire thing is soured. The whole thing. And that fucking sucks. So, with that in mind, I think that where I'm sitting right now, having just finished Survivor, nowhere near 100% completion on Survivor, there's so many things that I could have found and could find in another playthrough. There's so many more things to discover. With where I'm at, I am sitting between a 6 and a 7. I don't think it can be higher than that. I don't think it can be lower than that. I am sitting between there. And looking at my list of games, my very, very long list of games, which you can see through exclamation mark ratings, I feel as though right now, Rain World is sitting at a 7. I think right now, Rain World is sitting at a 7 for me. I think that it could go up, or it could go down. Of course, based off of how the Downpour playthroughs go, or playthrough if I only do one, how the Watcher goes if I even play it. It could go up to an 8, it could go down to a 6. It really all depends. But right now, I think I'm sitting at a 7. Based off of my experience with Survivor alone, I think that makes sense for it. I think it is a 7 out of 9. Now, that Survivor has been rated, and Rain World is now officially over, right? Rain World base game is done. Now, we can dive into a second playthrough, and see where it goes from there. A much shorter second playthrough, but a second playthrough all the same. Chat voted for Gourmand, so that is what we will do. That's it? That's all you get? Survivor had like a full animated thing. What are those little symbols down there? Did you swallow something? What the fuck? It took away from the hunger that they had. Hold up and grab with differing objects in each hand in order to procure something new. Hold up. You can also spit up random objects in the cost of food if nothing is stored inside you. Oh. Oh, so I spit that up. Interesting. So I spit that up because there was nothing inside of me. Got it. So he can, like, craft. I wonder if Survivor could have done that. Hi, Icky. How are you? Couldn't agree more.
I'm escaping to the one
Your mom.
that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Hi, Icky. How are you? Thank you for the sub. Hope you enjoy your emotes, your balloons, and your intro sound. Fix the money. I'll get it eventually. Alexa, set a timer. 1 hour. That's for it's for when we're gonna play more marbles.
Yeah! Yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah. What's been going on in here? Currently, we're still playing our Rain World playthrough. I don't think I can get back. Yeah. We're still doing our Rain World playthrough. Journeying through. Doing a fun-to-thon. Oh, I'm, like, climbing slower because I have 2 things. Oh, because I'm, like, fed? So he's moving slower because he's, like, fully fed, I'm guessing? Oh. Hang on. Trying to catch one of these bugs. You can see that there's, like, a counter above there of, like, what I've eaten. I'm thinking, like... Whoa! What was that? He did, like, a roll and it killed it. What the fuck? You're fat boy, so you're heavier? Yeah, it seems. Situationships are hard on the mental. That's fair. Situationships should not be able to hurt you because they aren't real relationships. Emphasis on the should. Though, I guess. Kind of likes me and is still getting over her ex that she works with. Relationships in general are hard. And your situation is specific, and I will not give advice without a ton more context. Aside from the lover always wins. Oh, you're alive. Hang on. I thought it was dead. Oh, you're leaving. Oh. Okay. I was gonna commit a murder. In the words... Great Ethan Hawke. Lover always wins. Oh, and I also climb through things slower. Ah, that's really not beneficial to me right now. And I died because of it. Interesting that the death animation of the character is still the same. Oh. The lover always wins, Icky. It doesn't necessarily mean win their heart. That's delusion. Can't force somebody to love you. Oh, there have to be differing objects. I can't do it with these two? Okay. Nice. Directed some horseshit and I hated it. Didn't watch it. Holding up and grab with two differing food items, we'll eat them together as a small meal. Interesting. With differing items? And love them till they kill me? I mean, it really just depends on how you act on it. Because, like, again, you can't force somebody to be into you. So, like... I don't know. Again, I don't know the whole story, so I can't really... Hey, man. Can you not be here? Oh. What? Just move quicker. True. Why can't I? Okay. Relationships, lack thereof, are very hard, and being the unrequited lover is a hard place to be, a very painful place to be. Oop. These fucking moles! I have a bug. I have an apple. Oh! You're not what I want to do. Can I eat you? Oh my god! Did I just eat a spider? So is the little thing down there what I should get next? So now it's saying maybe I should get a mushroom next? I think I could get a mushroom somehow. I think it was these two together gave me a mushroom. It didn't seem to do anything. Now it's saying I need to kill a lizard, so I'm guessing the Gourmand can eat the big things. So he has, like, it seems, they have, like, cravings that they need to go kill, or whatever. And if I do, maybe I'll get something? I don't know. Oop, 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 oop. Well. Death via mole once more. Now my craving is bug, so I need to go eat a bug.
Fuck you specifically.
Now I ate a bug. Now it's going to say mushroom. It seems consistent every time. This is not a mushroom. I guess that wasn't a rock, technically. Okay, and then I... did it again. Oop. Then that's a mushroom. And now the next one is going to be a mole, correct? Oop. I'm going to take these damn compression socks off. I've never... Oh, scavenger. I've never used compression socks. Oh, okay. Fucking rude. That unfortunately probably doesn't affect them. I see the one that I killed, that I hit with the spike. But now I don't have a spike, so I need to go get one. This room is too dark for me to be comfortable exploring. Is this a spike right here? No. What happens if I combine it with this fruit? What do you become? That's not helpful. What happens if I combine these two? What do you become? Food. Okay. I forgot that if I do that with 2 pieces of food, it becomes a meal. Hello. Thank you for the spike. I'm thinking that if I combine the spike with something, then it will become lightning spike or whatever, explosive. Oh, this is dead. Oh, shit. How do I... Yummy! Yummy! Oh my god, I can finally eat the big things that I kill. Oh! Now the next one is like one of them water chestnut things. I've also discovered how to avoid the moles. They can climb really well, but they can't jump. So now I need one of them water chestnut things, and I can't see. I'm running blind right now. Hello. Hey, Jenny, how you doing? Our first... Oh! Our first rest is Gourmand. Look at him. Oh. Why is it so fucking dark? Because we're in the sharded citadel. Can I not pick up anything else? Okay. And I need this light, so... Because there are things in the dark that can kill me, so I need the light. Oop, oop, oop. Dang. This is so fucking... Okay. Oh! Oh, I know where I am. I believe if I go down, it would lead to 5 pebbles. Wait, if I go down, there's probably water chestnuts because it's water. I might have to get past some of the flowers. The vines. Yeah. I offer them as tribute. I've successfully made it through. Gourmand is not a very good swimmer. Not a very good swimmer, does not hold breath very long. Okay. Shoreline is not gonna be a fun area. Got it. Fuck. Alright. Why not? Okay. The water chestnuts, the water chestnuts are up there. That is where I gotta go. Stick! 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 Oh. I'll catch up with chat in a second. Hang on, I'm trying to make a stick. Stick. Why won't it? Oh. You can't make that jump, though. What? Why didn't it make it that time? What? Oh. 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 Why isn't it sticking? I accidentally dropped it. Wow, he has... The Gourmand has like 2 seconds of breath. What the fuck? Oh, that went the wrong way! Up, up, up. I'm going up, up, up. This is our moment. Gotta throw the spike into the wall. It's gonna fucking stick. Eventually, please, you God, stick. Why? Why though? Okay. We got one. Can I even reach that? No. Okay, we got 2. I can reach that. Oh. Well, I can reach that one. Seems like it's a range thing. Like he doesn't have enough. Like, he doesn't have enough strength to make it past it? I'm done fighting. I am gonna sacrifice this guy. It saved all my cravings, at least. I'm going up, up, up. This is our moment. Gonna get the fuck out of Shaded. I need to fucking go. I hate this place. It fucking sucks. And I keep getting stuck in this little hole. Help me, step bro. It's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice to the big ass plant. Here, I'll pause and reach at. It's been a while. Boop, boop. Fuck. If I hit shift... Wait. What's going on? Hang on. I just made a discovery. Pressing start and then select alt tabs. Chad, I need you to try this out right now. Chad, I need you to plug in your Xbox controller or whatever the fuck into your PC and press start and then select. Does it alt tab? And then eventually open the Xbox game bar thing. But does it alt tab for you? What the hell? I just made a discovery. Sacrifice, 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 sacrifice. Who? Sacrifice, 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 sacrifice. Is this another spike right here? No. Okay. I will drown. Catch your breath. Okay. Go grab a spike. Like there's an invisible stamina bar, and everything that Gourmand does brings down that stamina bar just a little bit. I don't even necessarily want to go to 5 pebbles. I'm really just doing this for those water chestnuts that are right there. Oh, shit. I have to take a breather. Okay. Oop! I beefed it. I can't make it with just those 2, though. Don't drown. Please, dear God, don't drown. Okay. Let's take a breather. Okay. You're good. Fuck. So, like, see how I threw that and now his eyes are closed? I think that's when I throw things, it's also using stamina, right? And that same stamina bar is what I use to swim, right? So I think that the difference here between Survivor and Gourmand is that more things use stamina than just swimming. Survivor, it was just swimming. Okay, water chestnut, get. What's next? A jellyfish. So that would be shoreline, which we are not near. And then I died. Because it got a hold of me. We're going up, up, up. This is our moment. Gonna take a quick breather. Let him catch his breath. Oh. What happens? I get something? What happens if I take this spear? Oh, I don't have one. Hang on. Did I just drop it? I did. What happens if I take this spear and combine it with this bolt? What do you become? Nothing. Cool. So when I'm out of stamina like this, is my jump range reduced? Yes, 100%. I might be able to make this jump. Not sure. I grabbed another spike just in case. I might have been able to do it. Okay. Craving succeeded. So is it a jellyfish again? Okay, so it's consistent. I need to go get a jellyfish, which is in maybe the hardest area to explore for this character, it seems. Shoreline. I don't think there's a jellyfish anywhere else in the game. Have I eaten enough? Nope. That might give enough. If it didn't go in that hole just now. Come on, it's going back. Still alive? No. More than. Okay. Well, I can't see in this shelter, but I'm in it. So that was me killing... Gourmand is much stronger than Survivor was. I killed that vine in one hit. I killed that mole earlier in one hit. If Gourmand has stamina, they are much stronger than Survivor was. Oh, hi Tiefling, how are you? My controller won't. Okay. There we go. Okay. We did some yapping. Now let's do some surviving. Combat and other fast movements will quickly exhaust you, so I've discovered. Try using your weight in creative ways as an advantage. Huh? You're telling me that I could, like, headbutt people? All workouts are doubled. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I think that I'm fucking insane for making my way to Pebbles as this character right now. I'm still going to do it. I'm also, since I'm heading this way, going to grab a one of the baby jellyfish things. So that I can, put it somewhere more convenient. Pebbles, you might legitimately like this game, Quack, but watching it, not playing it. This game is... I don't think that you should play this game. I don't think that this is a game that you would enjoy playing. I think that you might lose your mind. But, I think you might enjoy watching this game a lot, Quack. Another one of them Metroid Brainish. Hey, man. Can you fuck off? Believe in the chub? It seems like I could butt slam. I did like a maneuver earlier where I like rolled and killed something. I haven't been able to do it again. I don't know how I did that. But I was able to do it. So take me back in time when I was a little guy, just a survivor, trying his dang best. I'm gonna fucking die, and I don't want to. I just want to live. For another day. Ah! Could have said survive, but then I would be rhyming survive with survive. That's not good. You can't do that. You can't rhyme with the same thing that you just said. Fucked up. So take me back in time. I am halfway done. Until it fucking rains and there is bad guys. So I'll sit here and wait. This guy knows I'm here, so I have to back up so he can't see me. There are no rules in poetry? Sure, but, you know, there are a few rules in good poetry. You know. There's no rules in painting, but goddamn are there some rules that make it look better, you know? Now, why did that make you run out of energy? Like, this game made me lose my mind, Quack. This game is fucking crazy. Crazy style.
Making my way to 5 pebbles. Walking fat. Eating that in Gourmand.
Banger. Hardly know her. I think I'm close to a shelter. Did I take the left path or the right path? I think I took this path. That's nice. I catch my breath. Okay. All right. completely fucked because I don't want to read the SSML tricks. Perfect. Oh, it was perfect as was. But SSML can be fun. SSML is really fun. So take me back in time. There is a shelter. Wonder if I can make this. I mean, I can make that. Wonder how this is going to be different. Like, do you think 5P is going to be there? I don't have access to the bonus stuff, so I clearly need to be doing what I'm doing. You know, like interesting that I just leveled that without reaching max Gourmand. I had to reach max Survivor to level that last time. Navigating the gravity-less zone is probably going to be about the same as it was with Survivor, because, like, the only thing that's making this harder right now is hang on. Gourmand's weight, right? Really, like, just it's the lack of stamina, really. It's not even the weight. I mean, like, he's climbing slower, but it's like, it's whatever. It's not affecting me. But the stamina is really the issue. I combine these two, what happens? Nothing? You not? No? I guess these don't combine? Yeah, I guess not. What's that noise? Oh, it's really good music. Got it. I appreciate that I can eat anything without fucking up the, cravings stuff. I think that this game is perfect for stream in the way that as I'm playing, there isn't that much music until moments like this, where it's like you could just listen to your own music the entire stream. In fact, some of you probably are. And it's just a vibe. I can't make that jump. I think Survivor might have been able to. Hey, Dre, how you doing? Avoiding chameleons is gonna suck. Hey, speak of. Oop. Hey man, you don't fuck with me, I won't fuck with you. I don't recall these noises when I last did this climb. There are noises that I don't remember hearing. These seem new. Ah! Scary. Hey, man. What happens if I combine these two? Nothing? Okay. Did I just kill that guy? Hey, did I just kill you? Are you dead? I killed it and then I ate it. Okay. Can I combine you two? No? Doesn't seem. Okay. Well, it is a food. If I kill it. Wow, there's so much that was food if I killed it. But also maybe not. Because Survivor couldn't eat big animals and Gourmand can, so. I'm gonna keep this, actually. There's a scene from the Castlevania show that lives rent-free in my head, and I don't know if anybody else remembers this. But it's a scene from the first season, which is the best season in my opinion. Where it's right before the bar fight in like the second episode. Where I just killed that guy. Where a goat fucker keeps saying Belmont over and over again. He's like, Daddy was a Belmont. Your uncle was a Belmont. It's like he keeps saying Belmont because his name is Belmont, but he keeps saying it in like a very quirky way. He's like Belmont. And every time I say Gourmand, that's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of that scene. Can I climb up that? Oh. From that show where he's like Belmont. The first season of that show is so fucking good. Then it is still good, but it, like, you know, not as good, but, you know, it's still good. A French way? Yeah, but he's like Cockney. Belmont. I miss the funky music, white boy. Now, commonly, there is a chameleon in this room. And it's not here. Okay. I'm chill with that. Looks like I skipped the jelly. What is he rapping on that? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Interesting. But it looks like it's showing him learning to craft tools, basically. I've reached the peak. I'm now building the survivor. Yeah, it looks like I skipped jelly. Oh, wait, no. Jellyfish is still there. Oh, because I ate the tongue thing came first. So if I eat things that I'm not meant to eat till later, hello. it builds stuff. Okay. I didn't know where he was heading. I am going to spend the time for these other fruit. Because I know that this climb, if it is the same, I can't make it there, actually. I might. Hey. Unless something has significantly changed, which it doesn't sound like it has, and it doesn't look like it has, I know this climb is about to become way more difficult. Because now I have to deal with spaghetti. I wonder if that little is them sensing me. Because, like, I jumped. Are we gonna eat a lizard? Well, I can't kill the lizard right now, but I would like to eat more lizards. They gave a lot. I ate a lizard and I think it gave 3 thingies. I wonder if I can eat the scavengers. That was cool. Because the scavengers are, like, very humanoid, right? I wonder if I can eat the scavengers or not, and if I did, I wonder if I would gain an incurable disease. Hello, spaghetti. Now, what's your opinion of spaghetti? Geege. Don't put your little slimy tentacle in this goddamn hole. Thank you. Hey. Thank you. Almost got me there. I seen it almost happen. Red sauce hurts me. I forgot that you had a tomato allergy. I might be in trouble. How do I... Well, that wasn't what I wanted. Okay. Oh, is there another spike literally right here? No. I might need to head back down and get another spike. Is that one right there, maybe? No. I'll try a little bit more. But... That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back down and get another spike. Okay. I think there's one right up against that wall. Well. This is dangerous. Oop. I mean, the respawn point is right there. You know, like, it's not that bad. I'd rather not die, but, you know, it's not that bad. Oh, that's a death, I realize. Okay, I'm safe. Mostly. Mostly. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it noticing me from noise. Interesting. Is this a spike right here? Yes. Oop. Oop. Chat, when you eat spaghetti, for those of you that do, do you put grated cheese on top of it? And if you do, what type? Is it Parmesan, mozzarella, other? There we go. Put nutritional yeast on my spaghetti. Didn't realize how late it was. Have I eaten enough? Nope, then I gotta eat these. Even if there was a rest spot, wouldn't be able to do it right now. This sounds different. Now, maybe I just didn't notice it last time. Maybe I never experienced rain in this zone. But this didn't happen. But it makes sense that it's happening because these are like lightning bugs. They're electricity, right? And this tower is supposedly causing the rain, right? So it makes sense that it's happening. I don't think that happened before. Where's that chameleon? There you are. Oh. Oh. It just took my weapon. Why can't I pick this up? Okay. We're good. Freaking me the fuck out. What is going on? So every time it rains, there is a timer in game. You can see it in the lower left right now. Every time that timer reaches its max, it rains. And if I am in that rain, I die. And if I'm in an area that is at a low elevation, the water level rises and I drown. It is a cycle, and I have to progress through those safe houses in order to avoid the rain. In certain areas, apparently such as this one, which was not the case in the last playthrough, there are unique events when it rains. Certain things happen when it rains, rather than it just raining. Oops. I just climbed through here? Oh. And apparently in this one, the reaction is the lightning bugs in the zone start freaking out and explode, causing the entire area to be engulfed in electricity. And I'm just a little guy. Oop. I can't handle that electricity. That guy just fell. But there are also sometimes some tools in game to avoid those kind of events, to help with those type of events. Like there are fish that can help you swim faster. If you grab onto them, there's flying things that if you grab onto them, you can use them to glide. There are some animals that you can just ride to avoid obstacles. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff. Like I'm using this tongue right now to progress. Right? But apparently these little lightning bug things right here are not friendly. I can't grab onto them. So it looks like because I ate the tongue thing early, the tongue would have been a craving. But I ate it, excuse me, but I ate it early, making so that craving has been fulfilled before I needed it to be. Which is good news because I'm in this zone right now before I need to be. There's also lightning bugs out here. A lot of them. These were not here before. This is new. Hang on. I think I'll just leave that spike there, because I can get... Okay. They've gone out of reach. Okay. Sure. Guess I didn't want the tongue. Oh, now they're going down. Okay. In I go. This was a shelter before, I believe. There still is a shelter here, but this whole area is new. Because I believe that just ended with a shelter last time. Do you think if I kill the spaghetti, I can eat the spaghetti? Parm, yes. I also put pepper flakes. That's interesting. Would I what? Spaghetti? Do you put, like, cheese of any kind or anything? What do you put on your spaghetti other than red sauce spaghetti and maybe meatball? I put nutritional yeast on my spaghetti. Is it Amaranth brand? I put Gouda on my spaghetti when I had a wedge of it. It was pretty good. Very Gouda. I'd eat a spaghetti. I had a friend in high school who carried around a box of spaghetti that he would just eat dry throughout the day and a snack on it. It was like watching a visual representation of those musical tonal progressions that seemed to sound like it was infinitely increasing in pitch, when it was actually just a well-disguised tonal loop of a limited number of notes. Like the piano in Mario 64 of the Infinite Staircase. I'm going to freaking explode all over Disneyland. I have to change my explosion plans. So my previous plan was to explode all over Disneyland so they cannot pronounce me dead off-site. However, they could still claim that because I would have died in the air and not on the park. So I need to bring a comically large blender into the park and then... just skydive into Disneyland and then splat on the ground, and then how are they going to pronounce you dead off-site? You splatted, you know, like... So first you gotta buy a plane. This is new. It was not my goal for this. I wanted to go up to Pebbles. I might go here and then intentionally die because I want to get to Pebbles so that I know how to read. Clearly, you haven't seen the Saw NATO. So, Quack, what kind of items do you have on your Tomodachi Island? What's some fun stuff that you've made? The precipice. To what? Have I been here? This looks... This looks very similar, but I don't recall this. I don't recall this exactly. I've been focusing on Mies. Just made tingle today. Hell yeah! I think my creativity is dried up because I only made one food item called fence sticks. Will literally kill you. Hell yeah. I don't remember you going here last time. This seems new-ish. Isabel wants everyone to stop talking about minorities based. Fuck! Your greed sickens me. All right, let's go left. I want to see, I wanna, oh, hi! I want to see more, I want to go see Five Pebbles. Like, I could go this way, I could keep going this way. This isn't all new to me. Oh! Close. I want to go that way and see what that is, but I want to go see Five Pebbles because I want to be able to read, right? I want to be able to read so that I can collect more pearls and progress that way, because that is as important to me as anything. So why do I hear growling right now? What's that? What's that growling that I hear? I'm hungry, sorry. Very burpy today. Get yourself some fucking spaghetti, dude. Chat, I've heard your opinion on spaghetti, right? Other than on his allergy, seems positive, right? Chat, what's your opinion of SpaghettiOs? Oh, hello. God. The circle of life. A spaghetti eats a lumbex. And I watch in horror. That was close. As it consumes its soul. Awkward. Edward and Jacob like each other, but Jacob is giving up hope. Like they're in love? Naruto and Sasuke like each other, but they keep fighting gaily. I watched a real. Nope. That was basically Tamagotchi Life min-maxing, where they basically separate from their main island. Separate from their main island, they had a mini island off to the side, with just one house that two Miis lived in, so that those two Miis had no one to interact with except each other to make it so that they would romance each other faster. And they wouldn't let them free until they had a baby. Whether it's The Sims, Animal Crossing, fucking Stardew Valley, everybody will always find the way to fucking min-max, okay? Like, evil, I like it. I mean, it's a way to get the result that you want for sure. Or maybe they'll end up hating each other. I don't know. I don't know what you do if they hate each other. The Lombaxes are incredibly fast, so I can't really dilly-dally when they're around. But I sure did juke that one. What happens if I take... What happens if I take this mushroom and I combine it with this? I got a mosquito. And it made a chicken noise. I'm gonna be honest. Not what I was expecting. Was that one of my cravings? No. I was not expecting a mushroom to make a mosquito. But sure. Okay, what happens if I take these two? There's still more orange over there. What happens if I combine these two? Oh, it's the glowing rock. Okay. What happens if I take these two and combine them? The fucking glowing mushroom thing. Okay. What happens if I take the glowing mushroom thing and combine these? The glowing rock again. Okay. Lame. Alright. I'm gonna make another mosquito. That way I can get more food. Speedrunning relationships? Basically, it just speeds up the process. And makes it so that there's the guaranteed outcome. So it's kind of cheating, but you know, whatever. It's their game. It's a single-player game. Play however you want, you know? I'm trying to get that last... There we go. Okay. Looks like the tongue thing went through the hole. Bet if I killed that guy, it would let me combine them. What happens if I combine a spike in this? I can't. Okay. Alright. What happens if I combine... Oop. What happens if I combine these two together? Nothing. I think because the tongue is technically food. Okay. I'm experimenting. Oh, no! We're good. I almost absolutely beefed it, but we're good. Oh. Hello. I don't really have any other direction to go. I have to go this way. I added Shrek, Donkey, Fiona. Donkey fell for Fiona. I tried to get Fiona to charge to Shrek, and he was like, fuck off, I'm eating cake. Accurate. Lore accurate, for sure. So it's about to rain. And I'm outside. This is a little scary. That's not good.
Animal and/or car fact of the day. Did you know BMW is the emu farm in Germany to take their feathers to make brush to make sure their cars paint are spotless? Apparently Audi does something similar to this. Instead of a farm, they buy emu feathers from the Australian farmers.
Why emus? Right, I spent a long time experimenting in that area, right? I have learned that mushrooms and sap, amber, causes mosquitoes, which feed a lot more than otherwise. So I'm gonna get back there so that I can eat more, but in a fast manner. Don't like that there's growling right now. Not comfortable with that. How you doing, Medi? Catch my breath. Alright. Okay. Apparently emu feathers are the best at gathering dust. Interesting. And there's an overpopulation of emus, so why not, right? I think so. I mean, I don't know. There's the emu war. That's all I know. The extent of what I know about emus, is there was an emu war and the Australians lost, and they also lost an armored vehicle in the process. They look like dinosaurs and are freaky as fuck. Their eggs are super pretty. Super, super pretty. And now, oh yeah, also they're pricks. They're very, very like territorial and not nice. And also now, their feathers are good for dusting. So. That's all my emu knowledge. The circle of holy shit. Holy shit. That guy fell. The Lombaxes are hella strong. You just keep telling me I look like a dumb hoe. Did you make one of your things, dumb hoe? You did this to yourself. Did that kill? Yes. Yes. Consume. I'm not done with you. One of my Miis also said that I would look... One of my Miis also said I look like I would be great at being gay for a living. Well, I mean... that one's accurate. Whoops. Won't you step back from that ledge, my friend? And I fucking killed you just by evading. And you are not as good as a mosquito. Didn't mean to do that. They got 2 mushrooms. Yep, I'm gay for a living. Is being gay for a living just being sugar baby, I guess? Oop. I didn't mean to eat that. Or prostitute, I guess. Make chicken noises. Or a porn star, I guess. You can be a sugar baby without being gay. Well, I'm not saying that you can't. I'm more questioning the living part of it and how that is made. Hey, boys. Oop, 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 oop. That was close. Okay. We're gonna rush against time right now. I'm introducing my Mies to homophobia. I think it'll be good for them, you know, character development. Do you think a white lombax counts different than an orange lombax if I eat them? Sorry, not white, sorry, yellow. It's like I have the orange one down there now. Try it, but it's so close to rainfall right now that I feel I need to rush. Man. Pretty sure that's a safety. I love Roundabout by Yes. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I think so. Oh, I popped my bussy. Gay streamers being paid for being gay? Well, they're not being paid for being gay. It might attract the audience, but they're not being paid for being gay, unless it's like a cam streamer, you know, like on those food websites, you know, like I was gonna say like the name of one, but I don't know if you're actually allowed to do that. I don't know if you're allowed to say the name of porn websites on stream. That might be against TOS. Because I know that they're cracking down on people who are OF creators right now. They're like, Twitch is cracking down on that hard of linking those websites. So, just chatting section? Yeah, but they're not getting paid to be gay. They're just happen to be gay and say topics that, talk about topics that attract a gay audience. You know what I mean? Not going to the site and showing? Yeah, but like, Twitch has been cracking down pretty hard on OF right now. To the degree that I'm not even willing to say more than its abbreviation. So I... Better safe than sorry. Drag queens / kings get paid to be gay. That's... I mean, you don't need to be gay to do drag. I don't think so. I don't know if I would say that. Okay. So I've learned that the yellow lombaxes can take a hit. The orange cannot. Got it. Remember, yeah, but remember that one time there was a straight guy on RuPaul's and all of the other queens were like, oh, you're what? Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's more rare for straight guys to do drag. Just because of the stigmas that straight guys have about that stuff. I mean, it's strange. My parents make it very obvious to me. That it's strange for me, a straight man, to be wearing nail polish. So, like, it's just like there's stigmas against it, stupidly. But doesn't mean that it's a gay guy thing. Straight people do. I do drag. They're so fast! I don't think this is how I get up there. Oh my god, they're pincering me. Oh my god, there's a third. I gotta go. Oh, hi. Alright. Yeah, there's sigmas against it, yeah. Yeah. You're still getting on you about that? Yeah. I'm going on like a little mini vacation next week for a couple days. And, my mom, suggested to me that I take off the nail polish for the vacation, because what if I meet someone, they're gonna think that I'm gay. In which I responded, A, if me having painted nails was the thing that made them not interested in me, then they're not the one. They're not the one at all. And B, if they assumed that I was gay because I had painted nails, they're probably not the one as well. So, like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, if that's what they jump to, immediately, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I don't remember what is this way. I'm gonna redirect my color question to Drew since he came back faster than I thought. Yeah, it was, you know, is it because you don't want to do the poop color? Because like I'm also gonna say brown. So like, but I think you should do like a caramel. I think you should do like a caramel. That way your poop looks healthy. Yeah, like an attractive poop color. You know, don't do like a greenish brown. Do like a caramel. And maybe honestly, you should take some like makeup and like run it down your finger too, and like fade it down your nail, so that way it like really looks like that it's your poop finger. You know, to check if there's still poop. You know, how are you gonna know if there's poop or not if you don't check? I need to eat apparently. How are you gonna know if you wiped successfully? How are you gonna know if you're done? How are you gonna know? How are you gonna know if you're done if you don't check, you know? Quack saying... oh. Holy shit. Quack repeating what I said broke me so fucking hard. I was doing so well. I was doing so well making my way through this topic. Man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, what's this way? Just to check. A chameleon, nice. I'll come back to that. Oh my god. My wife started painting my nails recently, and it has been a nice activity to share with her. Too bad my workplace doesn't allow it. Why not? Why not? Okay, so I need to rest one more time. I'm noticing the Gourmand doesn't lose levels. I'm pretty sure the Survivor there were meters that could go down, but both of those I haven't lost a level. Even though I've only rested here for like the last 3 rests in this region. I haven't lost any levels in Nomad. What are the least picked worm colors? Probably yellow. Probably yellow or black. Nah, it's probably yellow, because we've had, like, 2 blacks. Yeah, probably yellow. I think I have the most of yellow. you asked me before last Saturday, then it probably would have been black. But nobody has picked yellow this time. And looking at the other jars... I think only one person has ever chosen yellow, and I think it's Quack. I think Quack chose yellow. I could be wrong. Either way, somebody has chosen yellow every time. But it's only one person. Meanwhile, with black, 2 people have chosen it this time. And I see at least 2 in the other jars. I don't know where that chameleon is. But these 2 together... Oh! Yo, wait, no, I'm right. These 2 together make a mosquito. I can eat. There's conveniently 3 sitting right next to each other. And I had 2 spikes here in case I get ambushed by that chameleon. Okay. Now I can go rest again. Okay. Fucking Jesus Christ. It doesn't interfere with the work at all, but it's the contract that I signed. Interesting. Oh, there's the chameleon. Oh, bye. I don't know if it's illegal for them to ask that, but it definitely is strange, for sure. Certainly a strange requirement. It might be, you might be able to say that it's discrimination. Maybe. It'd be a fight, though. Do you not wear gloves? Because if you work in a hospital lab, would you not wear gloves for everything that you do? Because, like, having nails, yes, we do. Having, like, nails, like the, fucking gel nails where it, like, extends the nail length, or the fucking, glue-on stuff, or the fucking, just growing them out. Like, all that makes sense to me, because then, like, that would interfere with the gloves. But just painting... Are you sure that just painting counts? Because that doesn't make sense to me. That's pretty fucking crazy. If you're wearing gloves. Because, like, I paint my nails, but I keep my nails short. They're actually on the long side right now, and it's annoying me. But I keep them short because I play instruments. And I don't like how... having long... I play string instruments specifically. And I don't like how having nails interferes with that. I don't like how it feels. So I paint my nails... Or I cut my nails incredibly short. The nub. And because you're gay? Wouldn't it be the opposite? I guess if I'm fingering a butthole. Yeah, sure, let's go. Yeah, sure, let's go with that. And because I'm gay, yeah. Yeah, these count as the same thing. Those count as the same thing. Yeah. Can I combine... these 2 together? No. Can I combine 2 spears? No. Okay, I haven't tried. Can I combine you two together? No, because one of you is food. Okay. Going back in time, gonna meet 5 pebbles, gonna be able to read, so I can eat fine. Need to meet looks to the fucking moon. Nails for the hospital she worked at had to be a 1/4 inch, but she could use gel. Interesting. All right, chat. We're almost to 0 gravity. I think it might be the next room or the room after that. I should ask why they don't allow it. Yeah, I mean, that seems ridiculous if you're wearing gloves. Like, if you weren't wearing gloves, I get it. Like, the paint could chip and fall in something. So, like, that makes a little sense, right? I just got Survivor. So that makes, like, a little sense. But if you're wearing gloves, I don't see how that would interfere with anything when your nails are still short. Welcome to 0 gravity, folks. See if I remember how to navigate this place. Oh, I'm gonna have to go through fucking... Oh, I gotta go through the boys again. I'm gonna have to navigate so much spaghetti. Oh. It's alright. I'll be fine. I'll live. Rest. God, this game's so fucking sick. Okay, up. Whoop. Come on. Grab on a thing. Whoops. Oh, hang on. I was off center. There you go. Went back in time. Because it can conceal potentially dirty and contaminated nail beds. Oh, that makes sense. But again, you're wearing gloves. Yummy. Now that I've eaten one, I've gained the ability to glow. Become glowy. Oh. I hear spaghetti. I'm realizing the tongue does not help me here. Oh, hello, spaghetti. Hello. Oh, how I missed you. Over here I go. Whoop. Okay. Rest for a minute. All right. I remember when I came through here first, I was so scared of those little wires poking out of the walls. Now I know they're harmless. Can I eat you? No. And best. Okay. There we go. Okay. Whoops. Dee, 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 dee. Hi, cats. How are you? You got gifted a sub. Hello. Unfortunate development. Oh, I need, like, a lot more food to be able to get through here. Oh, that's the gravity turning off. Oh, I wouldn't be able to get back. Oh, it's probably... Is this area anti-grav? Yeah. I'm gonna chill right here. Because this area isn't affected by the rain. I'm gonna chill out right here and wait for the homies to come up to me, ideally. Like that guy. Nope. Guy's sick of waiting. Oh. Probably should have kept waiting. Fell right into him. Hello, spaghetti. Hello. Appreciate it if you left. I could probably leave here. I mean, I have enough to get by. I'll leave and make my way up to the rest spot. I forgot that this place was a rave. There's also more in here. Come here. Spin, spin, spin. Like boom, 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 boom. I still feel like it's meant to be. I mean, this is all 5 pebbles, right? We know that now, that this is like this whole tower is the AI that is 5 pebbles, with the android basically being the core, right? But I still feel like this is meant, because we are effectively inside of the robot's body. I think that there are parts of this that are meant to represent parts of a body. So, like, the heartbeat that we're hearing is meant to be like 5 Pebbles' heart, right? We found a memory core, right? There's a bunch of sections that are meant to represent parts of them. And I still feel like the blood cell metaphor that I did, I still feel that's accurate, where the little jellyfish are basically the red blood cells, and then the spaghetti are the white blood cells. And the fact that these white blood cells being the way that they are, where they are all kind of... You're fucking kidding me. Okay. The white blood cells being the way that they're acting, where they're like hyper aggressive and attacking everything and rapidly, right? I think that all of that is basically the equivalent of 5 Pebbles being infected with cancer. Where the white blood cells are being hyperactive and attacking everything, attacking their cells. And that is maybe a primary source of the insanity that 5 Pebbles has gone through, or maybe it is... Actually, I take that back. I don't think it's a primary source of his insanity. I think that it's a... I think that his insanity is the cause of the cancer. It is not a cancer like a human body with cells and stuff. It's a cancer inflicted by the cognizant degradation that 5 Pebbles has been experiencing. I think that's what's going on here. And that's also why we witnessed the same thing in Garbage Waste, where there were spaghetti there, because that used to be a tower, and those were the white blood cells for the tower. But rather than being blue and healthy, like they are here, they were instead green and gross because they were in garbage. I fucked up. Fuck. Alright. Spaghetti's coming. Spaghetti's what? I'm just slowly floating, hoping that things come close enough for me to grab. Just chilling, maxing, relaxing, acting all cool. Okay, now I can rest. Time to go. Hey, Jimmy, how you doing? Hey, kid, how you doing? What other slugcats have you played? I have only played Survivor, and I reached credits on Survivor, the Ascension ending. But I did not explore Sky Island, I think it's called. Holy shit. Nor Pipelines. But I did finish it. This is my first other slugcat. Hope chat was merciful. Yeah, I mean, I only got spoiled for, like, maybe one thing. And it was just a mechanic. But, like, I figured it out before they spoiled it. Is that me, butt slamming a lizard and breaking its spine in twine? He broke his spine in twine! I should really activate that sound effect, Angie, because I have it and just haven't. Hey, Feeling Spacey, how you doing? Game is on my to be played, but I don't have the time. I reviewed this game earlier today because we finished it, and I gave it a 7. But I don't think I could recommend this game to anybody because it is so ridiculously difficult. Nope, I'm going the other way. The other way feels safer. This game is difficult to a wild degree. Okay, I remember taking a really long time here, but it also looks different now. No, it's about the same. There used to be a homie chilling there, but he's not. But you love it? I love it. It's a 7. It's great. It's a 7 out of 9. But man, this game's fucking crazy. You get better with time? Yeah, but that's everything. This game is fucking insanely difficult. I don't think I could recommend this to anybody. But I love it. I made this mistake before too. This is a mistake that I know well. Yeah. Even though it seems unfair at a time, yeah, this game is difficult. Dark Souls is difficult, but for the most part, for like 95% of the game, excluding literally just the Anor Londo archers, it's fair. And you can always come back from the pain, right? And that's with all of From Software's games and anything that mimics it, right? There's always like the comeback mechanic of finding your souls, right? Picking up your bloodstain. This game doesn't have that. It has the flower system, but you still lose stuff when you die. And there isn't really a way to come back from it other than just getting good and not dying. The enemies have a sense of randomness to it. Randomness to them. Oops. The enemies have a sense of randomness to them simply because they're programmed as individuals rather than being... they're programmed as individuals rather than programmed as a video game as the greater whole of being programmed around the slugcat, right? They just kind of exist, and also you exist, right? So there's kind of like a randomness element to it that makes the game feel unfair. Now, in reality, in most cases, it's pretty fair, right? This game is pretty fair for the most part. But there are a lot of cases where there is just a moment where you have to get past a place to move on, but because a lizard is standing in that spot, there's just no way for you to, right? There's so many moments in the game that are like that. So, I don't know. Let's say this game is unfair and it's more that you have a very limited option to defend yourself. I mean, sure. I would still say that it's unfair for different reasons. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that it's unfair. I think that it fits the theme of the game of it being an ecosystem. Like, the representation of an ecosystem in games is so rare. And the only other game that I can really think about that being done is Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter has an ecosystem that is thought out and diverse. But having an ecosystem like this is so... I fucked up so bad just then. I fucked up so bad. Yeah, okay, so I need to angle myself. Pretty sure there was one that went across before. Anyways. What was I just saying? Simulation of an ecosystem, and that's so rare in video games. Again, the only other one that I can really think of is Monster Hunter, where it is a simulation of an ecosystem. But even then, that game is much more of a video game than this. This is a simulation. But that doesn't change the fact that you are at the bottom of the ecosystem, and this game is fucking difficult, right? It's definitely unfair to new players. I'd argue that it's unfair to everybody, but there are ways to get around it by learning, right? But it's still unfair just because the game isn't programmed around you. Like, that's really all it is. Like, the reason it is unfair is a positive, right? It doesn't change that it is unfair, but it's a positive that it's unfair because it's part of the simulation of the game. I love this game. I've been having a great time because I like cock and ball torture. But I don't think that I could recommend this to anybody because it's because of that difficulty. Like I said the other day, I cannot imagine getting home from like a hard day at work, right? You just worked your 9 to 5. It was grueling. It was a bad day, right? Maybe you work like food service and a customer said something really mean to you, or your boss was just a prick. You're underpaid. You're undervalued, and you're working that hard job just to be alive, and then you come home and you play this. Like, there's a reason why so many gamers only play games like NBA 2K, or like, I could have grabbed onto that. NBA 2K or fucking Call of Duty or whatever the hell, right? Just relaxing games, right? There's a reason why those games are so popular. Madden, yeah. Because it's like, you can just turn your brain off and play after a hard day's work. Meanwhile, this game is fucking crazy. I'm gonna wait a minute and see if that spike flies back. Oh, it's not gonna because of the gravity. I've been playing this for well over 2 years. Yeah, but now this has become a comfort for you. But going into the game, I can't imagine that it was that. It doesn't, like, this game is just fucking crazy. And I just don't think that it's gonna fit most people's vibe. I think that the audience for this game is incredibly small. I happen to be a part of that because I like cock and ball torture games. I'm with you. If I was working a job as like a bricklayer or whatever, I would also still play this game. I'm with you. But I don't think most people are. I don't think that fits most people. This is not what most people look for in games. Yeah. So, like, it's a 7, right? Which is the bottom end of great, right? Because I do a 7 out of 9. I do 7 to 9, right? 3 being bad. Someone can type exclamation mark ratings. 3 being bad. 1 to 3 being bad. 3 to 6 being good. And then 7 to 9 being great, right? That's my scale. These look different than the other ones. So this is the bottom end of great for me. So like I love this game. I'm having a great time. But I don't think that I could recommend this game to people, and that's not true for my other 7s. Most of my 7s are games that I would love to recommend people, you know? Okay. I got out of... unfortunate development pretty easily. Probably because I struggled on it for so long, so all that muscle memory is still there. These look different. I feel like I'm gonna meet 5 Pebbles and he's gonna, like, fat shame me. Five Pebbles gives the vibe of someone who would fat shame. Okay. After a 12-hour shift in the chemical plant, I would play easy, fun games at shot. Yeah, and I think that's most people. That's why those games are so popular, of like the Maddens, the Call of Duties, and so on and so forth. It's like they're easy brain-off games. Most people don't come home from a hard day at the factory and boot up a Dark Souls even though Dark Souls is kind of on the easier side when we're talking about difficult games, simply because it is so forgiving. But I think that most people just aren't that way, and that's okay. I think that it's good that most people aren't that way. I think that these games, this game and Dark Souls being so... I'll pause. I think that this game and Dark Souls and so on and so forth being so niche are the reason why the culture is so present in them. I'll answer that question in a minute. 5 Pebbles has the vibe of an older sibling who's going through college and wants to be left alone. Five Pebbles has the vibe of a neglectful mother. Yeah. And Looks to the Moon has the vibe of a loving mother. You said unrelated, but I've assumed you beat Survivor. I have, yes. How did you feel? How did the ending feel? It felt like a punch in the gut. After spending so long, spending so long playing the game, because that was like a 40-hour playthrough, right? Hi. Can people stream starting my schedule? Thank you. Where the fuck am I? Oh. Wait. I still have the map from Survivor? Hi, Mel. How are you? Oh. Welcome everybody to Rain World. You are kind of seeing spoilers right now. However, this game is I said this earlier. I'm going to repeat myself. And I will give my opinion on that in a minute. This game is ridiculously difficult. I've finished this game. I've beaten it. I gave it a 7. However, with the asterisk that despite it being a 7 out of 9, which is the bottom end of great on my scale, I don't think anyone should necessarily play this game. This game is difficult to a degree that feels unfair. This game is difficult to a degree intentionally. This game is difficult to a degree that sometimes feels unfun. I think that 99% of people should not play this video game. Even if you really like hard games like me, I don't think this game is necessarily for you. This game is fucking wild. So I'm going to say spoilers in a second here because we're going to talk about the ending of a game. But also, despite this game being fucking ridiculous, there's moments like this that makes that difficulty worth it sometimes. Because check this out. Is this not fucking awesome? So, this game is difficult to a ridiculous degree. My camera's so decent. It's really good, and I gave it a 7 out of 9. But I don't think I would recommend necessarily any of you to play it because of the difficulty level that it is and the vibe of that difficulty, the way that difficulty necessarily works. So, I'm going to talk spoilers in a second here because we're going to talk about the ending of the first run of the game. So if you want to dip out, because I've already beaten the game and we're going to talk about it, I understand. I don't necessarily agree with your decision because I don't think you should play it. But I understand. It's up to you. It's up to you. Okay. I think that, because we're about to approach something, so I'm pausing. The ending felt like a punch in the gut, Spacey, because it was unrelated to everything. The metaphor that I said before, and I think it was really good, is the ending felt like I walked into a Burger King and walked out with a taco. Not what I was there for, not what I was expecting, not what I was craving, but it's what I got. And I ate it, and I liked it, but it wasn't what I wanted, right? It felt like a answer to a question that hadn't been asked on a completely different piece of paper than all of the other questions. A completely different subject, a completely different test, a completely different class. And that didn't feel good for that to be the end of the game. If that was just something that happened at some point, then like sure. But that was the end of the game, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that the ending of the game was completely unrelated to everything I experienced up until that point. And I didn't like that. So I'm replaying the game as Gourmand to get an answer to that stuff. But I don't think that should have been the ending of the game because it felt like it was not worth it. Feels like an acid trip to the rest of the game, and I personally like it. I like it cinematically, and I think that it is beautiful. I think it was an amazing, amazing, amazing scene. I don't think it had anything to do with anything I experienced up until that point, and I don't think that should be the ending because of it. And I understand that, okay, I will get answers to that by playing these other campaigns. I get that. That was the ending of the game to me, so it felt bad. If there was the closest that I've come to quitting this game since we started it, this run, was just then. Where I beat the game, I got credits, and I was debating on stopping. I wanted to do one more session so that we could do the review. If I would have reviewed it that stream, I don't think we would be playing Rain World this stream. I don't think we'd keep going because that was the closest I'd come to beating the game because it felt like such a waste. Regardless. Boop. I digress. That wasn't the way I was facing. Hello. Yes, help yourself. They are not edible. Gluttonous beast. I knew it. What brings you to my chamber? You are like no other messenger before you. Perhaps I have underestimated the ability for your kind to communicate my existence? I may have been too rash in bestowing the mark of communication upon you. With the recent traffic through my structure, however, I would hesitate to believe that you will be my last encounter with your kind. I would prefer to discourage further visitations in the future. I have long since placed the outer perimeter of my facility grounds into lockdown, and yet more and more creatures like you continue to manage to find a way inside. Oh. So the spaghetti was enabled by choice. You have the same problem as everyone else, from the microbes in the processing strata to me, who is, if you excuse me, godlike in comparison. We all want a way out, however. Your particular... Interesting. Rotundness might well imply how little you seem to care. A simple animal ignorantly accepting its existence. I do not believe my intended purpose will be much help to you. I can, however, encourage you and your kind to leave my facility grounds. Unfortunately, the same locks that were supposed to prevent creatures from getting in will now prevent you from getting out. Perhaps this strategy was ill-conceived after all. Allow me to just... Um, Go west. Through the underground tunnels at the outskirts of my territory, you will find the gate to the outside world of it, now unlocked. In return, I ask that you encourage your community, through whatever method of communication you choose to employ, to also go west, off into the waste below, far away from me and my work. Speaking of, on your way out, please use the access shaft. Which one? This one? Okay. Remember when you came as Survivor? So it's interesting that this is taking place after Survivor, like, canonically. It's also interesting that I still have the map from Survivor. That's a strange thing. I don't remember having the map to Shaded Citadel, but I could be wrong. But I have what I went for. I mean, I wanted to be able to read, which I wasn't able to do before. And that was cool. And I wanted to get some of his pebbles, and I did. I got 2 of the golds. Now I need to get down to that symbol's different. Now I need to get down to Shoreline. I feel like he's about to fat shame me. It's crazy that I was right. He gave the vibe. He gave the vibe that he was going to fat shame me. I guarantee you I'm going to go to Looks to the Moon, and they will not. I'm going to go to Looks to the Moon. I'm going to talk to Moon, and they will be completely kind about it and not at all mean. Because Looks to the Moon is not a prick. God, I fucking knew it. Hang on, let me look at that again. Okay, so the symbol for this guy is the cross-stitch thing. And he's very clearly a representation of gluttony. I wonder if that represents this homie. The 2 symbol is them banging, if you didn't notice. Oh, I noticed. Oh, don't you worry, I noticed. There's only 2 of them now. Interesting. Somehow got the chieftain. I'm gonna bring these pearls down to the next resting point. Interesting that he didn't crave popcorn. Because I can't get back up from here, but I can get back up from that one. They have personalities? Oh, yeah, the iterators? Yeah. I don't know if they are designed to have personalities. I think that the personalities are an effect of the failure of their mission, maybe? 5 Pebbles is egotistical and Moon is empathetic. 5 pebbles is insane, and moon is sorrowful, I would say, as well. I've already read that, Pebble. Yeah, I guess I'll go see him again. See if we can't get them all done this playthrough. Oh, hello? Oh, never mind. We can feel your presence, little creature. Your attunement has become much closer to ours. The mark you received is an unimaginable gift. The struggle, the cycles, it can all fade like a morning mist beneath the glory of the sun. We found a way. And now that I has changed into something else. And they're both still different than the survivors. Huh. Interesting. Can I use this? No, I still don't have that symbol. Okay. That's either a different character or later. Yeah, that dope ass view. It's so fucking pretty. So either, they built the androids to look like that creature, or that creature was one of the androids, specifically the one that apparently solved it but then went offline. Maybe it's them. It's one of the two, I feel. Either way, the saving of the planet via the androids didn't work. There were some people within the remnants of humanity, or, you know, again, that wanted to basically stand it out and wait it out, despite knowing that eventually it would be too late. But they wanted to wait it out. And then others didn't. I don't know what those others that didn't then decided to do. I have a couple theories. I think that maybe I should leave these here. I mean, I'm not going back to the shoreline right away. I could. I wonder if I could use my passage to get to Shoreway. I'm going to leave these in here. And I'm going to come back and see if I can't use my passage. Because I, for some reason, have the map. Uh-oh. He played dead. I don't know what happened to humanity again. After that. I have a couple theories. And the leading one that I feel is probably correct, but I don't know. Oh, hey. All right. The leading one that I feel is probably the closest to correct is, I think, for lack of a better term, I think that they basically matrixed themselves. Hang on. I think that they basically matrixed themselves. First off, hi gamer. Sorry, I've been deep in it. I'm glad the beans came out good, and I'm glad that you have a date set up for Saturday. The beans led up to me getting the beans convinced someone to go on a date with you. That's fucking awesome. But also I'm sure you convinced them because you're fucking awesome. And I hope you have a good date. And good night. I love you. Mwah. I think that they matrixed themselves and uploaded their consciousness to a computer, basically. And the ghosts that I'm seeing, these... Oh, hi. Did not know there was one right there. These ghosts that I'm seeing, these octopus things, these echoes, as they've been called, I think that they are humans, or, that have been uploaded to this system, and when I gain this upgrade from 5 pebbles, I am basically, hang on. Ah, shit. I keep eating? No. I didn't want to... It's fine. I think that 5 pebbles is essentially giving me the ability to tune into a frequency, and that frequency lines up with the same frequency that the Matrix fucking hard drive, whatever the fuck, is on. And I'm not necessarily seeing a ghost per se, but rather tuning into the same frequency as these ghosts, making it so that I can see them and talk to them. Where'd that blue one go? Ah, fuck. Well, never mind. Worry about it later. But yeah, I think that's my leading theory. There's also the theory that they launched. They went up into space. Because within 5 pebbles, there are these massive holes that look like something fit into them at some point. And my leading theory for them is that they are effectively escape pods, in a way. So, that's also a theory, but I am less confident on that because nothing else has really pointed toward that. And if that was the case, then what are... God. Okay. I mean... Okay, well, that wasn't what I wanted. Oh! Oh, I was free for a second. Oh, dang it. As I was saying, if that is the case, and it doesn't seem like Chameleon is on my eat list, so I don't need to eat them. And I guess both things can be true. They could upload their consciousness to this system, but their physical bodies were launched into space. I just don't feel like I found anything that necessarily points to that launching, other than... Ah, shit. Alright. I don't think I've found anything that points to them launching into space other than the crackpot theory that those were launch pads. So, like, that theory is built on a house of cards not sturdy enough for me to be like, that's probably not it. But I don't know. It's possible. I think that what is clear is that something happened to these people, because I haven't seen a single body. I haven't seen a single body. I haven't seen a single skeleton even. So... something happened to them. But I don't know what. Also, were you saying you have PTSD in relation to the Matrix? Or something else? Because I can only think of one other thing that did the thing that I was just talking about. But me taking a guess at it would be spoilers for it. Or maybe you were referencing something completely separate from the mind goblin that I have. Yummy. Onward and downward. Oh. Nice. Doesn't this lead nowhere? Didn't I discover this led nowhere? Pretty sure I discovered that led nowhere. Spooky. That blue one is hunting me down. Poorly. So when I dash downward an event as what the fuck did I just forgot his name? Gourmand. He like accelerates because he can't like stop himself. Which is pretty cool. Pretty cool discovery. I have to be a little careful because there is a spider guy somewhere. I think I might have passed him, though. I don't think he would have went this far. My alarm went off letting me know that it was 3:30 a.m. and I forgot about it. And I don't know what time it is right now. I can't see it anywhere. My alarm went off letting me know that I needed to wrap up so that I could do workouts. What time is it? Oh, yeah, it's too late now. Okay. Whoops. I definitely should have stopped when we reached the last safe house. Completely forgot that it was 3:30 a.m. I was just so locked into what I was doing. Because this game fucking rules. Dragon Slayer. That is going to be it for Gourmand this stream. We're probably going to do another one. We'll keep going. I might put it on hold maybe, and we'll do something else and then come back to it because I am having fun. I'll figure it out before next week. I'll figure out what I want to do. I know that if we don't finish Unbeatable in that one stream, which would be the 9th right there, then we will have to do Unbeatable and Jet Set at least. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where things go. I'm not necessarily. I'm not dedicating 100% to us returning to Rain World, the next stream of that would have been Rain World, but it's also not off the table. We'll see how I feel next week. But that's gonna be it for Gourmand tonight. Thanks for watching. I love you.